So we moved off of that pub car park this morning, and we've driven up to a place called Dark Hedges. Now, if you're a Game of Thrones fan, you'll know this place. However, at the moment, it's lashing down with rain. So, now I've got my inverter fitted, I can use my air fryer in the van. So I've got this little chef-free air fryer. And look at these. Now these are homemade venison sausages that my friend Paul gave me. Look at those. So I'm going to do some in this little... I'll do a review on this later because it's a lovely little air fryer for your van. It's not as big as I'd like, but I've got this one. This is my one I use in the van all the time, this Kasori. So I'm going to use this little chef-free to do this because it takes hardly any power. It's a right nice little thing. I'll do a full review on that later. But I'm going to cook the sausages and I'll show you what they're like once I've done them. Oh, these are flipping lovely, lads. Well done, Paul. You're a flipping superstar. Hot. Well, it would be just come out of the air fryer. Oh my god. The seasoning in them are perfect. They are absolutely flipping lovely. It'd be lovely in a sausage casserole. I'm going to scoff these and take you down this flipping place. It's going to be epic. There's a big old hotel here as well you can stay in. And obviously you get a free parking. I think it's £5 to park a vehicle in that car park. Right, so this is the entrance to Dark Hedges. You can only get access down there if you live down there, I believe. Oh, stickers. I'll put one of mine there on the way back. Anyway, this is the Dark Hedges from Game of Thrones. Now, it's an avenue of beech trees that was planted by the Stuart family in the 18th century. So this is Dark Hedges. Now these are all beech trees planted by the Stuart family in the 18th century, and they planted it so it looked really impressive as you drove up to their Georgian mansion, Grace Hill House. Now these have been here for 2 centuries, 200 years these trees. A beech are one of my favourite trees. If you've watched my other videos you know I love a beech tree. Now this apparently is one of the most photographed natural phenomena in Northern Ireland. But it's nice you can walk up here and there's no cars driving up and down. Now, if you can imagine driving down this big avenue of beeches to that great big house there, how impressive. Now this has been used by Game of Thrones, representing the King's Road in Season 2, Episode 1. Now I don't know if you remember Arya Stark. Now she was the one that was dressed up as a little boy, accompanied by, is it a dog? I think his name was. But she escaped from King's Landing, disguised as a boy, and she's with that Yoren, Gendry and Hot Pie, and they join a Night's Watch. And this is what they called the King's Road. Look at these trees. They are absolutely incredible. 200-year-old beech trees. See the size of the diameter of this tree. There's my hand on it. This one's obviously died, sadly. But look at this. That's a bit special, isn't it? Wow. Now, beech has been traditionally used for making furniture. It's a very hard wearing wood. And generally you don't get a lot growing underneath beech trees for the fact that they've got lots of surface roots and their leaves are very high in tannins. So the leaves all fall on the floor and prevent other stuff from growing underneath it. But I reckon they keep this quite well swept, this area. Now, beech have little nuts on. They're like little triangular nuts. And there they are. And they're known as beech mast. And they're really high in natural oils. Very good for if you find a beech that've got big beech nuts on, they're delicious, really nice. But obviously, it's very early in the season. These are just started to grow. This was on the floor, being ripped off by the wind, I would think. Let's put that down now. But look at that. And lots of places like France, etc. will graze their pigs. Hiya. They'll graze their pigs underneath these trees to fatten them up. But they're beautiful trees. Now there's a tree in a forest that I go to in Sussex, and they've got one there called the witch's tree, because you see these nodules on here. I don't know if you can see that. They almost look like faces. That one looks like a moomin, that one. Beautiful. It's very sort of mysterious feeling coming down here. Really nice. Huge trees. You can see some of them have fell foul to age and high winds. That one there looks like that's been blown over. The beech also get parasitised by a fungus called Ganoderma, and what that will do is that will eat the inside of the tree, and it's called artist pellet as well. It's a big bracket fungus that grows off the tree. Now, I've not seen one here. It's called artist pellet because underneath is pure white, really white in the growing season, and artists used to break them off, draw on them, and then take them to people to get like a grant years and years ago when paper was really expensive, and they'd get a grant by the lord of the manor to send them to art school. But part of that agreement would be when they start producing paintings and pictures that they'd get a cut of the profits. But this bit here is all cleared out. Look at that out there. Oh, it's incredible. I flipping love trees. Oh, it started to rain. Oh, the other thing is, in the spring you can make like an alcoholic beverage from the leaves. I think it's called gnocchi or something like that. Not gnocchi, like the potato dumplings, Italian potato dumplings, but gnocchi. Nori, might be nori. I don't particularly like it. And I think you basically, what you do is, you pack a jar out with the leaves, add some sugar, and pour a spirit on top, like vodka. And it makes this sort of green coloured liquor. I don't like it. It tastes flipping rank as far as I'm concerned. I'll still drink it, but I don't particularly like it. I wouldn't make it, put it that way. But as I said, it's a fiver to park there, and then you walk down this road. It's just an access road now, but it's somewhere you've got to come and see, isn't it? Now, beech trees have quite often been pollarded, and pollarding is where they cut the tree at the top. See, like that one, they'll cut it at a certain level, and then the branches all grow out, like up there, and then they'll crop that like a crop, similar to coppicing, but coppicing is low down on the ground at sort of ankle height, and pollarding is up high. Now pollarded, look at the size of that one. Now they used to pollard in areas like this, because I don't know if you can see over there, there's lots of grazing cattle. Now if you don't pollard, the cattle will graze on all the leaves and new shoots and kill the tree. But I've just seen a Ganoderma. That there looks like the Ganoderma bracket fungi. And if you look under there, see that white surface? If you just sort of, I'll just rub my finger across it. See, it's like a pencil mark. So that's Ganoderma, and as it spores, you'll get like a chocolate powder underneath it. It looks like chocolate powder. So that's what eats into the heartwood of the tree. You can't see the inside rotted out. And the limbs of these trees are flipping massive. They're like trees in their own rights. If one of them comes down on your head, you ain't gonna last 5 minutes. And that's why I always used to teach, when I was teaching bushcraft, never to put your tent underneath a beech tree, no matter how inviting it is. Because in the middle of the night the wind gets up and one of them trees has got Ganoderma infection and that limb comes off, you are squashed flat as a pancake. You're dead, simple as that. They weigh tons and tons and tons. But I don't know how far it comes up here. It's not that far of a walk. But you've got to come and see these things, haven't you? Just there's the road, another road that goes here, along here. There's a road sign there saying no access, and we've basically walked up this road. Now, it's a £5 to park in that car park. People have been parking along the road there, but there's not a lot of parking along the road. It's up to you if you want to spend a £5. I love trees, so there we go. I had to come and see this. Lisa mentioned it last night and the night before, and I was, oh, I've got to see that. It's one of my skills, is tree identification. I don't think there's one in the UK that I can't identify and talk about. It's one of those things, when you teach bushcraft and survival, you have to know all these things, and obviously I'm a lifelong nature nerd, so I know all this stuff. There's stuff in my head and I don't even know it's got there. Don't even know how it's got there. Sometimes I amaze myself with the factoids I come out with. If my mum ever gets a nature or wildlife question on her crossroad, first thing she does is calls me. But it's quite a pleasant walk down there. I mean, I've seen literally thousands of beech over my years. I've carved it, made things from it. As I say, it's a beautiful wood, really lots of character. You can tell a beech chair when you see one, and the bodgers love it, and make all stalls and all sorts of stuff out of it. So we'll walk you down here a little bit more. Might go and have a look. There's a cafe there. Don't need anything to eat after them sausages. Them sausages are flipping amazing, Paul. Absolutely delicious. So we're going to hike our way back down here and go back to the van. And I'll show you a bit more, because it's really pretty. Oh, but Jesus, look at the rain. Oh, look over there, look, blue sky. Literally, it was peeling down with rain. And then it got red hot, so I took my jumper off. I see a big black cloud over there. I thought, ah, it's going to rain, so I put my raincoat on. Flipping just as well I did. Look at that. Come on, Sammy. Old Dolly Daydream. Now I've noticed in these gaps they've started planting more young beech trees. Now I wonder if they've got the beech mast from these trees and actually planted the original mother tree seed along the banks here. But in 200 years time that will look like that. It's incredible. We plant trees for our children and grandchildren to enjoy. So, out of interest, the cafe here is dog friendly. So I don't know whether we've got to get a token to get out of the car park here, so we're going to have a look. Right, so you don't get a token to come out of the car park from the cafe. Now you could get one from the hotel. You go in and you can spend a certain amount of money in the hotel and they'll give you a token to get out. Or you tap your card on exit and it lets you out. And as I say, it's a £5. Now we've probably been here, how long? Half hour, 25 minutes? About half hour, 25 minutes we've got here. We've walked up there and back. So, I mean, it's up to you if you want to come here. I liked it because I like trees. But we're going to head off now to our other port call and probably get the park up there and have a little mooch around, see what we can see there. And I'll tell you where that is in a minute. We are now in Ballycastle. T-shirt. So we stopped on the way into Ballycastle. You come past the campsite, it's the only campsite in Ballycastle. As you get past, you see Brannigan's Fish and Chip Shop, and then there's one of these. Now people say, how do you keep your washing up to date when you're on holiday, when you're away in the van? Now we either wash our clothes at campsites with laundry facilities, or these. Now these are Revolution laundry machines. You don't have to have any powder or anything, just put your washing in, pay, and it does it. Okay, washes and dries it and everything, so you don't need to do anything. You don't need any washing tablets or anything. So we've just basically stripped off everything we've already had on in the van, got all of our washing, and we're going to whack it in one of them 20 kilogram washers. Now here as well are bins. Now so far around Northern Ireland, one of the horror stories we heard when we was coming here was, oh, you won't find no bins. There are bins everywhere in Northern Ireland. Southern Ireland, we ain't sure because we've not been there yet. We're going to be heading over that way in a week or so maybe. We're just heading around here. But we want to look at Ballycastle because there's a couple of nice park ups there apparently. We shall see. And I want to have a look around the town. Northerners on tour have gone somewhere else. And obviously we just headed to that Dark Hedges place. I hope you like that, and a few factoids on trees. Minor useful information, me. So let's give this a go. Get our washing done. Right, so we're off. Obviously wash machine, this is the tumble dryer. Left Sammy back there at the van. I thought I'd have a walk down this part of the street because we're parking further down. Looks like something going on at a church. There's loads of little shops down here. You come past a garage. There's a bookshop. God, I hope you don't see that on the way through. Yes, something going on down there at that church. Not quite sure, there's a lot of people down here. Seems quite a quaint little coastal town, this. Garden centre. I've even seen the rabbit. What's all that there? Emergency vehicles. Oh, search and rescue vehicles there. Let's go and have a little look down here and see what's going on, eh? Like being a bit nosy, don't we? Town Square, there's the high street up there. Don't know what's going on here though. There's a lot of coast guards and emergency services vehicles there. Perhaps someone involved with those services has passed away, so it looks like a funeral. But we'll have a look up here. Oh yes, a funeral. There's loads of little quaint shops here. We've got a butcher's there, a fruit shop there. Lots of different things. What's this? Cobwebs, collectibles, curios, vintage and costume jewellery. There we go. That's quite a nice little high street, this. Come here. Oh, it's got some gear in there. All that lot. Yeah, I don't know about you, I hate waiting about for things. So I thought I'd come for a little walk. Leave Sammy there.
Find your way. I know now you'll never change your mind for something that matters to me. You do not know what I have in mind.
So I think up that bit is the quayside. I sort of walked up the high street. It's a little high street. Everything you could probably want. Butchers, fruit shop, bakery. Just have a walk back on the other side. There's a little gift shop there.
I know what matters to you. But what do you want? What's your biggest need? Every hour we spend together, then suddenly the chances are small, just like the lottery.
Flicking hell, 425 for that. Bloody hell. 300 grand offers around. Look at that. Oh, mate, I'll definitely live in the wrong country.
I still believe I'll see you again.
So, a co-op in town. I don't know who's passed away, but he's got, or she's got, a good turnout there. They're all standing outside the church, there's speakers out there and everything. There's a co-op over there. And all these emergency response search and rescue wagons right the way up the road there. So, don't know who it is, but rest in peace. It was obviously a very large part of this community. Very sad. Alright, let's head back up this hill. Go and see if my washing's finished.
I just hope we could stay together. We wait and see. The chances are small, just like the lottery.
Oh, it's raining again. I'm just waiting for this flipping thing to finish. Almost done, I reckon. Spinning. And I'll whack it in the dryer. So yeah, nice little town that. Ballycastle. But look at this park up. We just parked up here. I'm not too sure we're going to be able to stay because I've had to park that way, like that. And that curb, look how high that curb is. And if I back in, my back box goes over that path. Now I know Dan and Mazzy got in the bother doing that in Ireland. They got a nick. Got 2 flipping tickets for it. But look at this. Look at that. That is absolutely flipping stunning. Now up there is the Giant's Causeway, that way. Look at that. Bins along here. There's not that many people parked here, to be honest with you. There's plenty of spaces to get parked here, and there's more parking up there. So I'm going to hang around here and wait for Mark and Lisa, the Northerners on tour, to turn up. And I'm going to take in for a walk down there. See if he wants to run, because he does love a beach. Flipping stunning. Absolutely beautiful. Look at that ocean. That is blue as you like. How gorgeous is that? It doesn't say you can't take dogs on the beach. Look. Isn't that gorgeous? Happy days. Let's take the boy for a walk, eh? He does love to run on a beach. Come on in, mate. Well, unfortunately that park up was just that. We stayed there for an hour and had a walk around and took the dog for a walk and that. But some woman parked right behind me in a Merc. I could just about get out and it was filling up. And it comes round on a curve one side where there's a park up and you can't get a long van in now. So we've moved and we moved up the road. So let's go and ask in here and see if we can stay here. Can't see it being a problem. It's a big car park. Big level car park. We're parked at the back here. There's plenty of space for Mark and Lisa to get in there. And it's only a pub. There's a method to my madness. So there is. So I've got to go in here and just make sure I can stay here. There we go. It's a tough old life. Brilliant. Happy days. Perfect pub stopover. Might have just fell on a Guinness. Anyway, let's get back to the van. See Sammy. Now parked this way a little bit. Mark and Lisa could get down there. Massive in there. I spoke to the guy and he said, yeah, you can do a video in here. No worries, mate, no worries. So, happy days. Right, let's go and sort myself out. Get all my bits and bobs and jobs done. I'll show you in the pub.
So I don't know.
We're in the pub. Obviously. It's huge in here. Through there, it's a great big restaurant. Rowan's down there, behaving yourself. Yeah, so we popped in here. Mark and Lisa, I think, are parking somewhere else. I'm speaking quietly because it's a pub. Mark and Lisa are parking down the road. Hopefully it's quieting down there so they can get in there. But it was busy earlier on, we wouldn't have both got in there. So, we're going to sit here. We're parked in a car park. I'm going to have a pint of Guinness and we're going to order some food. Happy flipping days. Another Guinness. Got to in here. The food in here is absolutely fantastic. Look at that. They are battered langoustines from the Irish coast. And Sammy's got rib of beef with a shallot gravy. Well, a shallot and wild garlic gravy and mashed potatoes. That looks absolutely flipping lovely, doesn't it?
What's the floor like?
Happy days.
What is the floor?
So I just thought I'd show you the main restaurant. It's huge. What a huge pub. Absolutely massive. It's nice and quiet out here. There's been a few couples out here eating. And that's where we are there. Just over there. And then there's a field. And then there's a drop off on a cliff to the ocean. Lovely. The food in here is spot on. I really enjoyed that. And I've just got myself a nice big Bushmills. Today is the anniversary of Sammy's dad's passing. It's when we last said goodbye to him. And he loved a dram. So I'm having a large Bushmills for you, Rob. Bless your heart. Rest in peace, me old mate. I'll see you on the other side. Make sure I've got a large dram on the side as well. What a lovely stopover. Really peaceful night here. Staff in the bar were lovely. We woke up to the sheep bleating. Cows over there, the sun's out. Happy flipping days. We're going to head off now, down into town, go and find Mark and Lisa, and then we're going to go and have another adventure today. So I hope you join me on that one, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'm going to leave it here. So you stay safe and stay sane, look after yourselves, and we'll catch you on the next one. It's flipping beautiful here. Happy days, eh? Catch you later. Bye.